Okay, hey, it's me. Freshly shaven. Anyways, so today's January 16th, Saturday, Friday. I don't know. I don't know what day of the week it is. I don't have Windows, so. Anyways, had a nice long talk with my pulmonologist, Dr. Dee Dee Diep, and she was really good. I just kind of sat down and just kind of explained everything to me. And so here's what she said. So I got highly moderate to severe COVID. Okay. Not your run of the mill, not the flu. Yeah, pretty much the big shebang. Anyways, right now, uh, when I got here on the 10th, things were really bad. My CRPs, which are my inflammatory indicators, anything over zero point 0.5 is bad in your blood. I was at 14. So, and I think right now I'm at 0.84. So it's really, really, really gone down, which is good. Um, they have me on 4 liters of oxygen through the high flow nasal cannula. And I'll break these down real quick. So this guy that I have right now, it's called a high flow nasal cannula, and you can get up to 15 liters of O2. I don't know the highest I went, but I think 9 or 10 was the highest I went up to. Anyways, with once you get past that, then you have to go to what's called the Optiflow, which is essentially the same type of setup, and that can take you all the way up to 60 liters, 60 liters of oxygen. And that's just so you can keep your O2s at somewhere between 85 and 92. Then when you get past that, you go into what's called the BiPAP, and that's basically the big face shield thing, and it sucks it in, and it's basic forced air up to 100 liters per minute of oxygen. So, and then everything after that is what they call invasive. All this is non-invasive. Invasive would then be intubation, where they gotta actually knock you out, sedate you, shove a tube down your throat. Anyways, so okay, so medicines. So I'm on a lot, or have been. The number one treatment, of course, was for the inflammation, which is what the COVID and the pneumonia causes, is that inflammation in the lungs. And so the number one for this was the steroids. And I was taking Dexedrine and Salumedrol, about 40 to 60 milligrams 3 times daily. The Salumedrol is, through the IV and stuff like that. And that was probably what I spent the first, I would say, starting on the 10th. Starting on the 10th till about 2 or 3 days ago. That's what I was on, the Salumedrol. Then, and then I think I'm on the Dexedrine now, or I still am, or have been, or continue to be. I mean, I got all kinds of things sticking out of my body here. So then the antiviral stuff, I was taking the Remdesivir, and those are 5 IV doses, so it's 5 days in a row of IV doses, and that's just to kick the virus in the ass, so to speak. Then of course is the antibiotic, which I believe I'm still on, and that's the zithromycin. And then on top of that, every day they gave me multiple zinc, vitamin C, um, Tylenol for pain, and I'm still taking my back medicine, which is very interesting because I brought that up and they were like, "Oh yeah." Um, Now, one big thing that kills people, basically, is the clotting that you get in your lungs. Um, and so there were some clot indicators. It's called the D dimer, and once it gets it's a very very thin parameter. From less than 0.5 is normal to 3 or above is, you know, it's not a good thing. So every morning, my little wake up call is they come in with a needle and they stick a needle in my gut and shoot me with Lovenox, and that's to prevent clotting. And according to the pulmonologist, my clotting, I don't have any, so it's been minimal. So that's a good thing. So then there's the lung treatments that I've been getting because of my asthma. And she goes, your number one problem is you have asthma. And I said this all along, that the asthma thing was the one that's gonna really kill me. So um, anyway, so I've been doing these are kind of like adjunct treatments, but it's basically because of the asthma. But one of them is Pulmicort, which is a bronchodilator steroid, and then Provana, which is a longer acting bronchodilator, and then of course the albuterol, which had I not had the respiratory person not been there yesterday, hitting me with the albuterol after I did a number 2, I probably would have coded because I couldn't exhale. It's like somebody had grabbed my trachea and said, "Yeah, no, let's keep that air in there." So then there are some other medicines and stuff like that. One's a plasma transfusion, and one's a monoclonal transplant or transfusion. Sorry, and I didn't need to do those. The way she explained it is I had already come in with my house on fire, and once your house is on fire, you cannot go back and do other medications. So she highly recommends that you got the symptoms and you have underlying conditions, that you get in there quick and see if there's other treatments that need to be done early on. She did say, I don't know if I said this already, but she did say, had I not come in on the 10th, had I waited like maybe another day or so just to self-treat, I'd probably be dead. So anyway, so here's my drawing. See if you can see my drawing. Okay. So here's the house. Okay. Here's me on the 10th with my shovel in my hand, digging my grave. And here's the woods. Okay. So when I got here, I wasn't even in the woods yet. I was just getting into the thick of the woods. And now I'm kind of over here. I'm out of the woods, but I still have probably 4 to 5 days before I can get home. And even when I get home, I'll probably be sent home with 2 liters, 2 liters of oxygen that I'll have to carry around. And but I have to do a 6-minute walking test. So we'll see if I can actually get up and walk without passing out and dying. So those are kind of those are stress tests that I'm going to have to do here in the next 3 or 4 days to evaluate, whether I can move on. So, anyways, that is it. If you want to leave any comments, I've never done this before. If you want to link and subscribe, if you want to leave any comments down there, I don't know if I'll get to them, but okay, bye.